Number 3 is called the compensator. Okay? The compensator. So there is a friend of a friend who I know who used to work at this studio. It was like a news station, okay? And there was a guy who worked with them in the news station who was like, worked behind the camera, he was just a normal dude, but for some reason, he was the guy who was always overcompensating sexually. So he would just come to the office and he was that dude who every time that he was like, oh, you should have seen what happened last night, man. I had this girl, and he'd get really graphic with all the stories. I had this girl, she big ass tits, and I took her home and this and that. And it was like, everyone knew it was bullshit, right? Like, cause they'd gone out with the guy and he like repels women, right? Like repels them, right? He's a woman repellent, right? But he was the overcompensator, right? So one day, there's a temp who comes in the office with them, and the compensator guy, he's late. He's not coming till after lunch. So everyone there doesn't like this dude. And there's a temp here, and they're like, what can we do here? So one of the dudes in the group goes to the temp. He's like, by the way, let's call him Daryl. Daryl will be here later. You'll meet him. But you'll see, it's really interesting. He's gay, okay? He's gay, but he doesn't want to tell anyone, so he tries to overcompensate by always telling these stories about girls that he slept with. She's like, okay, thanks for telling me. Appreciate that. All right, sure enough, afternoon, Daryl comes in, starts telling stories about all these girls, and the temp, he's used to like people responding to it, and the temp is looking at him with like this like pitiful look, like, oh, I feel so sorry for you, sweetie. Like, and he's like freaking out. He doesn't know what's going on. He tries to tell more stories. He's overcompensating now, and she's like, is he always like this? Like, God, we should like have an intervention to let him know like it's okay that he's a homosexual. We're okay with it. Like, it's really funny, dude. And they never told her. She just went off and just assumed he was gay as fuck, right? Assumed he was gay as fuck. What they did though, okay, is it's called proof positive pre-framing, okay? Don't be overwhelmed by the alliteration, okay? Proof positive pre-framing. Here is what you need to know about it, okay? When we believe a given prediction will come true, we tend to see everything as evidence of its proof. When we believe a given prediction will come true, we tend to see everything, even the shit that seems to be contradictory, okay, we tend to see everything as evidence of its proof. You can use this to pre-select your friends. You can use this to increase your own pre-selection. You can use this to make girls dislike a new guy to the group. You can use this to have the competition removed before the game even begins. All right, you can use this in all kinds of ways. Here's an example. Your buddy just got dumped by his girlfriend last month. Who here has, in the last year or whatever, had a buddy who got dumped by a girl? Okay. It's really interesting, by the way. Like, you almost don't want to ask about it ever, because what happens when you ask about it? They'll start talking about it, and then do they ever stop? No. They'll talk about it all night, right? So let's say that your buddy got dumped a few weeks ago, and you know he's meeting you out that night, and you want to get him laid, right? You want to introduce his dick to a new world, okay? And you're there, you're talking to a couple girls before, you're just like grabbing drinks. If you tell them like, hey, my buddy, he's coming here, he's a really awesome guy, but like just be careful with him, all right? Because girls, like, they have a tendency to just fall really hard for him, okay? Like, he seems innocent, but girls just fall really hard for him. I don't know what it is. And they go, okay, thanks, okay? When he shows up and he says, hey, what's going on? Are they gonna interpret that in a more positive or more negative way because of what you said? More positive, right? You triggered the pre-selection. What you really did, though, was you did proof positive pre-framing. So now he comes in, everything he says, everything he does, they're going to interpret, they're going to take as evidence, right, of the prediction that you made. Remember, when we believe a given prediction will come true, no matter how contradictory, we tend to see everything as evidence of its proof. I always love to give the example, like, if he comes in there and the girls ask him later, like, so what were you up to last night, right? They probably ask him with a little smile, like a sly smirk on their face, because they think he gets tons of pussy. Right? So what were you up to last night? Who were you with? And he's like, oh no, just stayed in, had a couple friends over. In their mind, what are they thinking when he says, had a couple friends over? This bro's tearing up some pussy last night, right? That's what they're thinking because of the proof positive pre-framing that you gave him. It's like a gift you gave him, really. You're a great friend. All right, you're a great friend. Now, of course, can you teach this to your friends to use for you? Don't you think this is the play you and your friends should be running for each other every single time you go out? When is not a good time to use this with girls? Never. Never. Use it every time. Like really, like use it every fucking time. I'm gonna be so hurt if you don't because I'm giving you gold. Use it, please. Okay? Now the question, that's number 3. We're gonna go to number 4, okay?